In this video, I want to talk about how to paint line art. That is, a sketch or drawing that you've done somewhere else and you bring it into Krita. Okay, so I've got my blank canvas set up. I've got my layer palette over here, my toolbox. I'm ready. So let's go and open up the line drawing. It's on my desktop. It's basically called Little Krita Monster. It's a JPEG file, and this was scanned last year. So let's just open it up. And when you open up a file in Krita, you will notice that it opens up as a separate tab. So there's my blank canvas, and then if I click over here, there's the new window, the new file, which is the little Krita. So what I want to do here is I just want to select this artwork, the line art, and paste it into my blank canvas. And the way you do that is you go to select all, and then you go to copy. And once you've copied it, you can close that file. You don't need it anymore. Don't save it. And come back to your blank canvas. And here you would paste under Edit, which is Command V. All right, now to move it, I need to remember to go to the Move tool, which is this one here, or I need to remember to press the letter T on my keyboard to select it. And then I can move it right into the middle of the canvas. Now you will notice with the line art, it's got this ugly grey area, this ugly grey box around it, which was a problem with the scanner. So what I want to do is clean this up a little bit and get it ready for my digital painting. So let's look at how we're going to do that. The easiest way is to go to the filter menu, and the filter menu, there's all these adjustment filters. The one that I want to use is levels. It's also Command L, by the way, the shortcut. And then when you open up levels, and I'll just put it over here, you've got these little sliders, little triangles. Now, if you want to make the line art lighter, you slide the white triangle to the left. And you can see it's getting lighter. Okay, until it disappears. So you keep sliding it until you can't see any trace of the background. And then at the same time, you can make the black lines darker by bringing the black slider to the right. And when you're happy with the fact that you've got a black and white drawing and nothing else, you can click OK. All right, so let's look at the layer palette now. Before we start painting, because we're going to paint in this middle layer, we want to change the background to a different color. You don't want to paint with a white background. So I'm just going to go up to the foreground color, and most digital artists choose a off-white color, like a beige, creamy color, something like that, and they make that their background color, and it'll be evident in a little while. So let's select the background layer, let's unlock it. Okay, we're going to unlock it. That's this little lock here, and now we want to fill that with the new foreground color. And the easiest way to do that is go to Edit, and you can choose Fill with Foreground Color, or on your keyboard it's Shift Delete, and that'll do it as well. So now you can see that we have got our new foreground color background, or our background color. And now we're going to make this layer, which is the line art, transparent. I might just zoom in here because I want to show you something. It's probably a good idea to start naming your layers. So if you double click on the word, it lets you retype it. I'm just going to call this line art. And this layer, which is in the middle, I'm just going to call that color work. Okay, and now you can see I've renamed the layers. Makes a lot of sense. By the way, if this layer didn't exist, if you don't have this blank layer, which is transparent, see the checkerboard? That tells you it's transparent. If you don't have that, let's say for instance it's gone, you can always add a new layer by clicking on this little plus symbol here. And there it is. And then we'll just call that color work again. Oops, spelling con, get the spelling right. All right, so this is the important setup for your layer palette. Before you start painting, you want to make sure that the line art is at the top, the color work is in the middle, and the background is at the bottom. And you can move these up and down with these little arrow keys. See how they move up and down? The important thing to remember is the order. Always make sure the line art is at the top and the color layer, which is where your painting will be, is in the middle. And now the last thing you want to do before you start painting is select the line art layer, and up the top here where it says normal, you want to change that by pressing down on it and choosing multiply. And what that does, it gets rid of that white box. It makes it see-through. Once again, if you choose normal, it's here. And if you press it and go to multiply, it's here. And that's the perfect setup. We are now ready for painting, which I will cover in the next video.